What's up, everyone? Thank you for tuning in to Game Related Talk Show. This is Game Talk with the Queen, and I'm your host, Queen J. First up, it'd be incorrect to say video games went mainstream in 2020. They've been mainstream for decades, but their place in pop culture feels far more central to gamers and non-gamers alike than ever before. Yes, quarantine was part of this, but like so many trends during the pandemic, COVID didn't spark this particular trajectory so much as intensify it. Long before the lockdown, video games had triumphed as the most popular form of entertainment among young people. The shift was corroborated last spring when Adweek reported that the gaming industry's revenue at $139 billion a year had outstripped the NFL, NBA, MLB, and NHL combined. By this December, lockdown like further fattened the industry. The global gaming industry is set to take in $180 billion for 2020. That's a 20% increase in revenue and far more than sports and movies worldwide. The most fetishized product of 2020 were gaming platforms. The Nintendo Switch in the spring and the PlayStation 5 this fall. There's a familiar rhythm to the release of must-have consumer products. Days of excited internet chatter in anticipation of a launch, followed by days of frustrated anguish as limited supply stymies surging demand. This once belonged to the iPhone, but now belongs to the gaming rigs. Video games now come within striking distance of the largest Hollywood production budgets. The highly anticipated, yet infamous at the time of writing blockbuster event of the year was Cyberpunk 2077, starring Keanu Reeves and featuring an avant-garde soundtrack with songs by Grimes, Sophie, and A$AP Rocky. The sci-fi role-playing game cost a staggering $317 million to develop. It's safe to say that gaming is amongst the giants of media. Next up, it's been reported that a line of special black PlayStation 5 consoles is now being canceled, with most buyers receiving full refunds via PayPal, after a retailer, Super5, received credible threats, according to TechRadar. Last night, our team began receiving credible threats to their safety. Super5 tweeted before deactivating its own Twitter account. We take these threats seriously, and we aren't willing to risk the safety and well-being of our team or the potential impact this would bring on your order. Super5 did not elaborate on the said threats, or why there were enough to force cancellation. All existing orders will be canceled and fully refunded in the coming days, Super5 continued. We intended this to be a fun way to celebrate a shared nostalgia. As it turns out, there are people out there who are willing to interfere with that. As stated, some users have begun receiving full refunds, while others are still waiting. A few are looking to delete their payment information from the Super5 website, but they're unable to do so. Super5 was attempting to fill a niche. Some PlayStation 5 owners lamented Sony's color choice when the system first debuted, and after a line of black consoles, Sony decided to shift to white. Buyers bemoaned the fact that there wasn't a black alternative to match the other consoles in their collection. Super5 saw an opening in the market for a classic black PlayStation 5 with coloring like PlayStation 2. The retro-inspired PlayStation 5 console went up for pre-order for $749 for the digital and $849 for the disc version, limited to 304 units. Keep in mind, the PlayStation 5 itself sold at release date for $399 and $499 respectively. The drop sold out quickly with a projected spring release of this special edition console. The buying process itself was fraught with issues though. Stock issues prevented buyers from locking their systems in, and others received no confirmation of their purchases going through. Jilted buyers still report issues at Super5, which appears to be diminishing its online presence. It's unclear if this particular line will return, or if Super5 is finished with the PS5 for good. If we determine that it's safe to try again, we will, Super5 wrote on a now-deleted statement. The company has not responded to requests for comment. In my opinion, I like the concept. I think that the PlayStation 2 inspired PlayStation button is pretty cool. Not sure if I would pay $350 for customization, but hey. Speaking of threats, in December, we saw a big release for Cyberpunk 2077. I was pretty excited about this one, but CD Projekt Red is receiving a lot of backlash post-launch. It's been exactly 1 month since the game finally hit the store shelves, but it's surely been a slow one for the team at CD Projekt Red. After releasing in a dismal state on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One consoles, the development studio has been working tirelessly to improve the game's quality in short order. And now, it sounds like members of CDPR might be under even more pressure to ensure that the game reaches a better state in the near future. According to a new report from Polish publication Benchmark, Poland's own Office of Competition and Consumer Protection, abbreviated the UOKiK, is now taking an interest in CD Projekt Red and is monitoring the situation with Cyberpunk 2077 quite a bit. As the entity's name suggests, the UOKiK serves the general public in Poland to ensure that consumer interests are being looked after. While no action has been taken by the UOKiK just yet, they might do so in the future. For now, the Bureau is just making sure that CD Projekt Red follows through on promises that it's made in relation to the future of the game. Recently, the studio said that it would be adding new updates to the game over the next few months to improve the console iterations of the game. If this doesn't happen as intended, surely the UOKiK could move forward with fining CD Projekt Red. It is important to note that there are no fines that have been handed out just yet, and there's a chance that they never will. What do y'all think about this? Make sure to drop your comments below. Super Evan and TBE Noobs, two of the world's best Warzone players, got an astonishing 107 kills in a duos versus quads match over the weekend. That's a whopping 22 kills higher than the previous record of 85, gaming news site Dexerto reports. New duo quads world record? Holy shit, Super Evan wrote on Twitter on Sunday alongside a screenshot of his final score. After images of the walkover went viral, COD fans began to question how the Warzone Wizzes managed so many eliminations. Some accused them of using nefarious tactics to get them into matches filled with inexperienced players who wouldn't put up much of a fight. Recently, COD cheats have posted tutorials on YouTube outlining how players can use in-game exploits to land themselves in low-skilled lobbies. Players have also been known to connect via a virtual private network, VPN, an encrypted connection over the internet, to match against amateur players who are new to the game. The accusations labeled against Super Evan and Noobs were backed by stats about their lobby unearthed on popular SBMM Warzone app. Screenshots of the app posted to Twitter clearly show that the gamers had managed to get into a lobby categorized as Bronze 5 difficulty. The rating, which is based on the number of total kills and deaths, kill-death ratio of each player, is among the lowest possible. In fact, it puts the lobby in the bottom 1% in the world in terms of skill level. Just how in the world can you explain getting into a lobby as bad as this one without using a VPN or some other kind of trick? One fan wrote in response to Super Evan's tweet. I have friends that play with VPN and even they never get bottom 1% lobby, lol. Some fans rode to the defense of Super Evan and Noobs, who racked up 60 and 47 kills respectively during the Warzone romp. One Twitter user highlighted that Super Evan's stats show he has only played in one bronze level lobby in the last 20 games. The streamer merely capitalized on his good fortune to bag dozens of kills, they said. It remains unclear how Super Evan and Noobs got into their lobby or if their record would stand if they were to be caught cheating, but if those 107 kills remain in the record books, they'll take some beating. What do you guys think about this?